Hello my caterpillars, and today we are talking about my experience getting my back piece. So I'm filming this intro and there will probably be a bunch of other me jumping in talking about the whole process as it goes. I really want to get this giant piece. It ends up actually going all the way down my back, and then it goes halfway down my left thigh. So I have actually started this now. We designed it, and it's gonna have lotus flowers, and it's a giant peacock, and there's a sun, because I really wanted to do a big giant cohesive piece on my back, because I'm like, this is gonna be the best real estate I have over my entire body. I've thought about this for a year. My husband just finished his back piece, and so I decided to start working on mine. So I've done one session so far. I had to actually tap out after an hour and a half, 2 hours maybe, an hour and a half. I think I basically sat for an hour and a half, which was really sad. I knew it was gonna be painful. I know it is super, super painful, but I was not feeling good that day. Because normally I can handle about 4 hours, I think, is the longest I ever done on a tattoo. And this was I think I was getting sick when I went to go get this tattoo done, because I felt like shit that day. I felt like shit that I got the tattoo flu definitely the next day. But going into that tattoo, I think I might do better hopefully the next time than I did this time, because I was not feeling good at all. I almost passed out during this tattoo. It was not good. The butt is so incredibly painful. So is back of the thigh, and so is my tailbone. My back, we did a tiny bit on my back, and right along my spine. I wanted to die, but this was so spicy. I was expecting it to be super painful, and I know the entire thing is going to suck. It's just, none of it is going to be fun whatsoever. But I was normally I'm okay, I can power through this, whatever, because I was it's oh, there's only gonna be terrible for a couple of hours, but I was no, this is gonna be terrible for 5 or 6 hours. It's gonna take us a long time to get through this tattoo, and I just was not feeling good that day. Luckily, the artist was very understanding. She, was when I said I'm done, I need to stop, she luckily was okay. She was it's fine, because I know they like to at least get through the lines, but I was about to pass out. I did not feel good at all. I was so woozy. I ate really good before I got there. I had a big meal. But I don't know also too if it was we started out really late in the day. My appointment was until 1:30, and then we didn't actually start tattooing until 3:30. So I tapped out around 5:30, 6 o'clock. I just felt terrible the entire time. I was by the time I tapped out, I was death gripping the she had a thing with a massage person has, if you ever go and get a massage done and then stick your head through this hole, she had that. I was death gripping the thing of that. I was shaking so bad, it hurt so much. So I will show you guys the little bit that we got done. I've taken the Sanoderm off. It's been about a couple weeks now since I actually got the back, since we started the back piece. I do have another appointment booked in January, so we will hopefully, once I get those lines in, I'll show you guys that. But this fucker is it is so detailed, and it's gonna be full color too. It's gonna be very bright and vibrant, and I'm trying to look at myself in the mirror. It's gonna be my biggest piece, my most expensive piece probably. Should be my most expensive piece, and it's gonna look amazing when it is done. My husband's looks amazing. It's the same artist as did my husband's that is doing mine. And also too, I was not prepared. I didn't know going into it this was gonna go down like halfway down my thigh. I had originally thought it was just gonna stop at my butt. And so then the fact that it went down halfway down my thigh, back of thigh. I've never done back of thigh before, but that hurt so bad for me. And I don't know if it was because I didn't go into the tattoo at 100%, like my body battery, according to my watch, was at like 20 for the day. Normally on like a good day, I'm like 80 to 100. You probably want to go into that with that. I went to the tattoo with probably like 10% body battery left. So I did not sleep well at all the night before. I was coming down with a cold. Like I did not feel good going into the tattoo that day. So I think that has a lot to play with it, as to why probably I tapped out like an hour and a half into it. But also too, like the pain was just so intense. I was crying. Like it probably hurt just as much as like getting my neck done and my chest done, which was super painful for me. Like I do have both. Like I've got a big like chest piece. If you want to see both of these things, I think this is also, yeah, no, this is definitely in the tattoo tour. I have a tattoo tour because the last tattoo I got was Luna, which is the same artist that did my dog tattoo, my dog Luna, which is the golden retriever with like a whole bunch of starry sky, is also doing my back piece as well. So fingers crossed I am able to stick it out the next time and we are able to like get all the lines in, because I felt really bad having to tap out, because as you can see in the clips, it looks really weird. And she told me that and I was like, I don't even care. Like, I know it's gonna look really weird. I'm not judging you. It's gonna be a bitch to like get the stenciling back on. I feel really bad for her. Like I wish I could have sat through the whole stenciling, but I couldn't, and I'm really glad that she didn't like force me. Like, cause I've heard some people like tell stories of like their tattoo artist is like, nope, you gotta sit through it. I gotta at least get the lines in, type of thing. And like, we didn't even get to a point where it would be like, okay, I got this section done and we'll be able to like pick it up a lot easier. Like, cause I was like, I'm gonna pass out, I need to stop. Like, and she did listen, which was really nice and didn't really make me feel bad about it. I'm sure she was not happy with me, but what do you do? Like, your client's gonna pass out, so like, you gotta stop. You gotta listen. I gotta listen to my body. She's gotta listen to me. Like, I know it wasn't ideal, especially where we stopped. My bum is gonna be really, really annoying to like get that done, because we got one butt cheek done. Got started on the second butt cheek, and I had to tap out. I was like, this is, and we did a little bit on my like back, and my like pelvic bone, and I was like, on my hips, on my tailbone, on my hips. Well, I guess it's technically the back of your hips, my tailbone, because I was like, I am dying. So we will, hopefully you'll see me next time when we have another update with when I get the lines done. So fingers crossed we get that done. So I guess we'll get into this. This will be the next part of the tattoo video. So I didn't actually end up filming. I tried to film the clip of me showing you guys the rest of my tattoo. It did not turn out good. I was looking at the footage, I was editing it recently, and I was like, oh no, this is not good. So that's why you don't see it. So it's actually now April. I believe I started my back piece in like December, January time or something. So it's now April. I have gone through 2 more sessions. So we just finished the lines. I had a second session. I got through my second half of my butt cheek. We got through most of my back. I have a picture of kind of what we finished on my back. I had probably about half an hour left of the outlining to go, and I had to tap out because I did not feel good. I was getting to my limit, and I needed to be done. It was just hurting too bad. And I was talking to my tattoo artist about it, and she was like, yeah, I don't need you passing out on me. She was like, I'm glad you told me last time you wanted to stop too, because she was like, I really don't need you passing out. It's not worth it. And she was saying because I was like, I'm really sorry. I know a lot of people like to finish a stencil all in one go. And she was like, don't even worry about it. She was like, in my beginning years of tattooing, I probably would have been annoyed, but she's like, I'm doing this for 10 plus years. It's not a big deal. We actually got the stencil on both times first try. She's actually really good at able to like line it all up really well, which is like amazing and basically unheard of. I mean, sometimes you can get it on the first try. It's pretty lucky when you do. But I was very surprised. Like, it was kind of more annoying of just like having to reprint the whole thing again. But she kept the pages, so she knew like the paper version, so she knew how many like squares she needed to print it off with the printer machine and stuff like that. So we got like 90% of this bad boy outlined in the second session. And I think that was like 2 or 3 hours. Like, it's a big piece. And like along my ribs, I think the right side of my body wasn't that painful compared to the left, but then there's a lot more detail, I believe, on the left and the right. One of the sides has way more detail than the other side does. So it's like, oh, that's why it didn't hurt as bad on my ribs. But definitely like on my spine was so freaking painful, but was still extremely painful. I think maybe had we like started on back first and left the butt alone, we probably could have, maybe that first day I could have gotten through more, but part of me was kicking myself for not at least finishing the butt and having the worst part over, because probably if we hadn't had to do the rest of the butt, I probably could have handled the rest, maybe. But once we got like up to my spine, I was like, nope, I'm tapping out. Like, I can't do this. You're like right, like trying to go up my neck and like right on my spine. And I was like, this hurts too much. This hurts way too much. We had like the head of the peacock to do still, and all his like feather stuff, and like a couple flowers. So I don't actually have pictures. I have a picture, actually, I do have a picture of what it looks like after we had finished the second half of the tattoo. Then we started coloring him in a little bit, and that's kind of where we got the lines done. We started coloring. She did all the shading, all the blackwork shading, and then we got all that done, and then we started coloring the head of the peacock, and then I tapped out because it hurt so much. She's coloring right along my spine, and part of me wonders about, I talked to her about doing numbing cream too. You might definitely want to speak to your artist whether they're okay with numbing cream or not, but I thought about bringing it for my next color session to the point where it's like I need to tap out because it's hurting so bad, but if we could numb me, I could keep going a little longer. Because the Bactine definitely helps, but you have to get the stuff in first before she can put the Bactine on you, and the spine, coloring that in was so freaking painful. I had to tap out because it hurt so bad. This is probably like the worst tattoo I've had in terms of pain. It does kind of compare to my chest and my neck, but my chest and my neck are a lot smaller than like even a section of my back, because it's like my entire back, and it's very big and it's very bold, and she has all these really long lines she has to do, and yeah. I will try my best to get a clip. I'm going to try to get my husband actually to help me film a clip so you guys can see where we kind of stopped and started, but the whole thing's all together now, and it is a very big back piece. It is a very big tattoo. Like, I was looking at even like, oh, my hand, and that's like the biggest, like, you know, like just even a section of my hand where it's like, oh, this was like a 4-hour session. And it's like, that's how much we got tattooed, was like the palm of my hand side, like as big as my hand. And we did my entire back basically all in one session. Like, it's a lot to get done in like 3 hours. And yes, it doesn't look like a lot, but if you kind of compare it to like other areas that you have like little tattoos of where it's like, this took 3 hours, this took 2 hours. It's like, oh, that's how much you got done in 2 hours. And I'm doing like this giant space. So yeah, no wonder it hurts way more, even though it's line work. It was still so painful because we're going all over my bones, and I'm very skinny, so I don't have a lot of meat on me. There's a lot of bone on me, basically. Like, you can see my ribs, you can easily feel my ribs up at the top. So she's just like grinding into my ribs, and that's a very like weird feeling. Like, it hurts and it tickles a little bit too. And at one point I moved on her ever so slightly, and so there's like this random little like dash that you won't be able to see. And she's like, I'll be able to color it, don't worry. But she hit some part on my bone, and I jumped and like messed her up. But luckily she didn't have like a big random line across me or something like that. Luckily it'll be very easy to like cover up, and I can't even tell, because again, like it's on my back, but it's healed. It's fully healed now. It's been a month since I got it all tattooed together, and she was even saying too, like, we could even start working on the bottom, like after I did the first coloring session, because like all those lines in the bottom are healed. We can start coloring in like right away, but since I need a Saturday appointment, we've got to wait, you know, a couple months. So I'll probably upload the first part of this video, because I'm not sure how long it's going to take me to get this whole thing colored in, but I would like to kind of start the process and like upload it, like kind of like this is what the lines look like, and then we'll kind of go from the coloring, because I feel like it's going to take me a while to finish this back piece, and I don't want it to just be like a year and I don't have this video up. So I just thought I would put it up here, because I think it's going to take me longer than I thought it was going to, because it took me 3 sessions to get the lines in. I was hoping to be like half colored in by now, because I was hoping to get the lines done. Well, when we first started, I was hoping to getting the lines done in 1 session. Then I was hoping to get the lines done in 2 sessions. It's taking me 3 sessions. So I feel like it's probably going to take me a while to color this bad boy in, because it's going to be full color. It's going to be so pretty, because the same artist did my husband's tattoo, and his tattoo is super colorful. And I know she does a really good job, because she's really good like color artwork and stuff like that. And yeah. So yeah, I will insert the clip if I get it now of what my back piece looks like healed. Hopefully my husband will be able to help me film that. But like I said, we kind of got like, the first half was like my lower, just like above my hip, and like half my butt cheek. So you can kind of picture and see like how weird that would have looked. And then I do a picture of the, which I think I'll insert earlier, but like the section that I just had like half an hour left and I tapped out, because I couldn't do it. And I'm not ashamed that I had to tap out. Like, you need to listen to your body. If you ever need to tap out during a tattoo, just tap out. Like, you know, maybe the artist can be like, can we get to this point where like I can finish just this one little section, you know, like that's totally fine. But, and I said to her too, I was like, I got about 5 minutes left in me. So if there's anything you want to like, would like to finish, like if you're around halfway through a petal, if you could like, if you want to finish the petal, and she was like, no, it's fine, we can stop now. And I was like, okay, because then we ended up with like half a petal somewhere. But luckily she didn't have a super hard time lining up a stencil. We got it all in one shot, so that was kind of nice. But yeah. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Come with me on my journey to get my back tattooed. It might take us over a year probably to get this bad boy done, but I will take you with me, not to the studio, but I will show you pictures and talk about my experience of getting my back piece done, because I'm too shy to film at the studio. But yeah. Anyways, hope you guys enjoyed this video. See you guys later. Bye. Bye.